All right, guys, welcome back to Blaxodus. I'm here with the organizer of the Manchester protest for Ibrahim Traoré, Alpha Kawabo. I'm so honored to speak with you this morning.
Wow, thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here with you today. I wanted to know, tell the people, why did you take it upon yourself to organize this protest here in Manchester?
This is about solidarity. It's not about me, it's about all of us. We know what's happening in Africa. We know what's happening in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. So now it's about time for us here in diaspora to take the charge and understanding that we are one African. If they touch one, they touch all of us. So it doesn't matter the color of your skin. It doesn't matter if you're Nigeria, Angola, Burkina Faso, Niger. It's us coming together to say enough is enough. Because this has been going down for the longest time in history. We've seen what they did with Thomas Sankara. We've seen what they did with Patrice Lumumba. We've seen what they did with Muammar Gaddafi. We've seen the trying to vilify our great Queen Mother Winnie Mandela. Now we're in the new generation, so we have to speak up. And this is a new time, new era to say enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
We only say we're not here to cause any harm. We're not here to bash anybody. We just claim what is ours.
Absolutely.
Our pride. Stand for our sisters, our queens. And that's why it's such a pleasure to see so many queens are coming here, like yourself, like our sisters, to say enough is enough. That's the matter. This protest is not about me, it's about all of us. And it's happening all over the world.
Absolutely.
We've seen what happened in London. We've seen in Washington, D.C. We've seen in Paris. We've seen in Burkina Faso.
South
Africa, New York. So Manchester has to step up because the Pan-Africanist movement passed through Manchester.
Did you organize it?
We all organized it.
Yes.
We're all together. So that's why a big shout out to Ibrahim Traoré, Colonel Assimi Goïta, General Chiani, and all of our great leaders that have been fighting to free Africa.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my name's Colette Williams. I'm a Pan-Africanist. I'm an activist here in Manchester. I've been an activist since 2007. And, you know, the callings come out again for us elders to come out. And we're not expected to go on the battlefield. We are expected to come down to marches and demos. We're here to organise. We're here to keep the campfires warm. We're here to feed the troops. We're here to advise. We're here to inform. We're here to give you guidance.
Yes, I love that. Tell us, Otis, what really made you want to be here today at today's protest?
You know, I've been following Ibrahim Traoré's movements for a while, and it's just so inspirational and refreshing to see a leader doing what I feel African leaders need to do in order to liberate and create freedom and just move forward as a nation and uniting people. And yeah, it's just so inspirational to see, and for them to try and come for him, I just want to show my support, not just talk, but actually be here present and actually working towards different initiatives that can assist Captain Ibrahim Traoré in his mission.
The call has been made, the clarion call has been made for all Africans at home and abroad to stand up to the racists, the fascists, the colonisers, the imperialists, the slavers, the old slavers, to say that, you know, enough is enough, stop raping our country. You know, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, he's not the first and he won't be the last, but at the moment he's the shining light of African unity, African strength, and we need to stand behind him.
Now, what is it about him that you think has just captivated the whole world? Like, we've had, you know, other leaders and young leaders in Africa before, but what is it about Ibrahim Traoré that's just captivated everyone around the world, do you think?
I feel it's not just talk, it's all action, and some of the things that the initiatives that he's putting in place are just revolutionary and things that we've not really seen during our time. And I just love what he's doing, such as the things like creating the hospitals and the schools, but also the economic things where he's building out roads to assist with trade and what he's done with the gold reserves. And yeah, everything he's doing is just have a different mindset to what we tend to see from other countries, and also bringing everyone together, removing Burkina Faso from ECOWAS, creating the AES with Mali and Niger, and I hope other countries follow suit and join the AES, because why are we part of ECOWAS? Why is everything controlled by France? Why 50% of the reserves from ECOWAS backed by the CFA, and France control 50% of those reserves? Like, forget all that, like, come out of our business. We should need to be in control of our own currency, and yeah, I just feel everything he's doing is steps in that right direction in order to achieve those aims and objectives.
I think because he's a young man, because he's a young man, because if we look across the continent of Africa, I'm not saying all, but the majority of countries are ruled by old men who have been in power, may have come into power talking about freedom and liberation. People have got behind them and then they've stayed, in power, corruption and so forth and so forth. But Ibrahim's like, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, is like, we're going to do things differently. And I think he's shown his colours. I think he's shown us, 2 coups. The first coup that was successful, the gentleman that got in, again, he didn't deliver on the promises. So a second coup. And I know coups are bloody, but coups are necessary. They're part of the revolution. I think at the moment, I think a lot of people are criticising Captain Ibrahim Traoré for his coup. But then when we look at people like Che Guevara, who was coup himself, you know what I mean? And he's a hero. We've got to afford that same hero, that same status to Ibrahim Traoré, and just stop all this division that we have, division between borders, division between countries, division between ages, division between sexes. As a Pan-African, there is no division. We're Africans at home or abroad. Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Amy Jacks Garvey, the whole lot from way back from when we were fighting the slavers, Nanny of the Maroons, Queen Nzinga, up to modern day Mama Edwards MBE, who was here in Manchester, and also the 5th Pan-African Congress, which was here in 1945 with 80 delegates from Lumumba, Jomo Kenyatta, W.E.D. Du Bois, Len Johnson, Amy Jacks Garvey, and many, 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 many more.
What is the big dream for you? What would you love to see? Like, one day you wake up and this has happened. What is that dream for you concerning black people around the world?
I'd specifically love to see, so the things that I want to see are taking place. So us in the diaspora, I feel like, especially my generation, who are like 2nd generation Caribbeans, I feel like we're the tribe without a home. So we're not English or British, and when we go there, we're seen as foreign. Yeah. So things I'm seeing taking place in regards to the 6th region. I know there's supposed to be voting taking place December 2026 in regards to officially incorporating us as the 6th region. So we'll have our own identity, our own passports. And I feel that adds to your self-value, knowing where you have a home and just a place of recognition. I know the aim to set up the headquarters in Jamaica where the Maroons are, and I just feel I would like to see continental Africans and African diaspora combine as one force and a unified approach towards the goals that help assist us in becoming fully independent. I feel a full vertically integrated system of manufacturing, distribution and retail is what's needed, and that can be created by the diaspora joining forces with the continent. They have access to all the resources, we have access to capital. Let's join forces, invest in different initiatives and be in control of our own destiny.
I'm here with the beautiful Abina. Abina, please introduce yourself.
My name is Abina Odopa Ajimai.
Lovely to meet you.
I'm the mother of Ibrahim Traoré from Ghana.
Nice.
Okay, so I am the Ghana mother to Ibrahim Traoré.
What made you want to be here today at this Manchester protest?
Well, I come from Ghana.
Okay.
I lived in Ghana till I was 30 years old.
Wow.
I'm now 67.
Wow.
I go to Ghana a lot.
Okay.
And I've seen the journey from a bit of independence.
Okay.
Right up to today. Our first president was one of the people whose name is mentioned here.
Yes.
In the Pan-African Congress,
absolutely.
The 5th, in 1945.
Yes, and which president is that for the people?
Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Thank you. Okay.
that he has been a Pan-Africanist
Yes.
right from the beginning.
Yes, yes,
And in his struggle for Ghana's independence,
yes, yes.
he knew
Yeah.
that it was not enough for Ghana to be independent.
Yes, yes.
That if our independence was not linked with the total liberation of Africa,
Yeah.
we will struggle.
Yes.
But we never understood him then, and so we didn't listen, and we stayed as separate countries.
Yes, yes.
And although we have advanced in getting our individual independence, as a continent, the very people who enslaved us are still finding ways of cleverly colonizing us.
Cleverly. That is the
The
word.
sad situation is that
Yes.
we have been complicit.
Yes, yes, we have.
My saddest problem
Yeah.
is that we ourselves
Yeah.
are our greatest enemy. And now that I'm 67 with 7 children behind me,
Wow.
I want to educate and leave a well-informed generation after me, so that they never become their own enemies.
So Adina, what really made you come out today to this protest? Why did you have to be a part of it?
I'm African, first of all.
Yes.
I'm a Ghanaian. I'm African. So these 3 things made me who I am. And I don't see why Ibrahim Traoré doesn't want to be a puppet. But they want to force him to be a puppet. Why? He's a man of himself. His family, his citizens, his country love him. And then he said, this is what we need to do to develop our country.
Absolutely.
Who are you to tell them no? No. So that is why I am here today, to support him of what he is doing.
I love
He's
that.
doing the best for Africa.
I love that.
He is the one that is opening Africa president eyes, those who have been puppet. Now he is, as a young man like him, my son, Ibrahim Traoré, is telling everybody that Africa can do better. We can do what should have been done by Kwame Nkrumah, by Sankara. Now we are here to do it,
I love that.
to support him.
I love that. What is it about Ibrahim that has captivated people around the world? Why is he different?
He is focused.
Yes, yes.
He is focused. He's not letting anybody distract him. That is what I love about him.
Yes,
He is just on point.
yes.
The body language, he doesn't care what you say about him.
Absolutely.
He is the man of the world, the man of Africa, the man of the moment. So I am going to even look at him and take a bit of the way he portrays himself to the media from him. I'm going to learn. I am his mother, but I'm going to learn from him. Because at the end of the day, he's not angry. Me, I speak with passion. He is cool as a cucumber, but he's putting his point across.
Yes, yes.
And that is what I like about him.
Lovely.
There is a serious illness with human beings, very ugly. It's called selfishness and self-centeredness. It is ugly, and it's the very opposite of selflessness. And selflessness is a beautiful character. Most of us Africans have a heavy dose of the disease called selfishness. Also, a good number of us are very ugly in character. Traoré is so far exhibiting selflessness.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And that's beautiful.
Okay.
Is that we've been here before. We know that we should be organising now. We've had the rallies, we've had the demos, the numbers have come out. The young people are out, they're not out on the streets. They were out on the streets in 2009 with the education cuts and the cuts to college fees.
Yeah.
You know, they were out, but they are out. They're on social media.
Yes.
They're in the metaverse,
Yes.
and we need to be supporting them. And we need to raise money for this campaign because it's going to take money.
Absolutely.
You know, organising, printing leaflets. We need money, and we just need to sit down now, come to the table, forget our differences, the petty, the silly. There's no need for them, and come together and respect each other.
I love that. At your age, you've lived a long life so far.
Thank you.
And we hope for a longer life, more blessings. Now, what is the big dream for you in, you know, especially for your future generations concerning Black people around the world? What would you love to see happen? Maybe one day you wake up and the dream has happened. What is that dream concerning Black people?
Exactly what Traoré is doing now.
Okay.
We can do it.
Okay.
We need no white man, anybody out of Africa to come and help us do it.
Okay.
If I would wake up one time with my children singing, we can do it. We can do it.
Absolutely.
That's heaven for me.
Absolutely.
That
Absolutely.
dependency. Well, we're the richest people on earth, but we don't know it. We don't appreciate it.
Yes. Yes.
When I hear my children saying, or African children, the next generation saying, we can do it. That's exciting. That's why I'm here. I came all the way 15 miles away to be a part of this because Traoré is saying exactly what I'm dreaming for. We, Burkina Bay people, can do it.
We can do it.
And when we united,
Yes.
see, if we will break the barriers and all those artificial geographical things that divide us
Yes.
and say, it doesn't matter, we are one people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And start helping one another,
Yeah.
I'll be very happy.
Oh, wow, that is beautiful, sir. And I felt your emotion, and I felt this is very real for you, isn't it? It's very real. And sir, I don't want to make you angry, but 19 assassination attempts on Captain Ibrahim Traoré so far. Why are they so afraid of this man? Why do you think 19 assassination attempts? Like, what, you know, what? I don't know. Why they're so afraid of him? Why do they want to take him out so badly?
There is a certain thing about human beings. It's like we've been thrown on here with jigsaw puzzles thrown at us to work it out. I come from a Christian background, and the Bible tells us that we have all come from one man and one woman. That alone should have solved the whole world's problems because we're a family. And if family members live the way family members should live, this will be heaven on earth.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the narrative continues to say the first ever siblings that lived, two boys,
Yes.
the eldest and the youngest.
Yes.
The eldest did not understand what an elder brother means. And that is the biggest problem with humanity. So when we become bigger brother, which symbolizes more strength, stronger, richer, bigger, we haven't understood what that means. I should use that to protect my junior brother.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, we are more towards I am the biggest, so I'm going to use my strength to what? To bully you. If the white man got advancement earlier, he's a bigger brother. If he understood what bigger brother meant, he should have protected everybody he was stronger than. Unfortunately, that is the narrative. That's not the narrative of the human.
No.
And when the younger person is doing well, the one who doesn't understand the big brother situation wants to suppress. Now that Traoré is talking to say, you're wrong, and I know it now. I don't need you, we can do it.
Yes.
They want to continue to suppress, and so he is an enemy to their ability to keep us enslaved.
Yes.
Sankara was the same.
Yes, he was.
And you know what saddens me? They would bribe Sankara's best friend, and he would take the money because he also wanted to be president.
Yes.
He took both the money and the position.
Yes.
To what end? To what end? If what I've heard is true, that this time around they tried it again and bribed his bodyguard.
Yeah.
If it's true that the bodyguard took the money and sent it to Traoré, saying, they paid me to kill you, but use this money to develop this country.
Wow.
If that's true,
wow,
we're nearer home.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We're nearer home.
We are, sir. It's a pleasure to speak with you.
Always.
Thank you so much for your time. And then finally, what do you think about, like, what's the big dream for you? If you woke up one day concerning black people, what would you love to see happen around the world? What's that big dream for you concerning African people or black people around the world?
A free Africa. A free Africa. And I think before today, I'd always thought about going to St. Kitts,
Okay.
which is where my mother's from, in the Caribbean.
Nice.
But the way things are going, we're going to have wars in Europe. We've got the rise of the far right. We're going to be hearing immigrants go home. We've just had the Windrush scandal. Trump's in America now deporting Americans that were born on American soil and deporting them because they're immigrants. Farage is coming in, the far right's coming in. We've got a Labour government that just sounds like Conservatives. We've got that woman in the Conservatives that just sounds like a Conservative. Do you know what I mean? And we've got to be prepared to move.
Yeah.
And am I prepared to move? I'm prepared to move. And if I've got to go to Burkina Faso, I'm going to Burkina Faso.
Yes, with that, thank you, Colette.
Ibrahim Traoré. We are Captain Ibrahim Traoré, and Captain Ibrahim Traoré is us.
Absolutely.
Forward ever, backwards never. Unity.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Colette.
very much.
I'm here with the beautiful Janice, and Janice, now I wanted to know what made you want to come out to this protest today?
They're supporting a great guy, Ibrahim Traoré, and I'm thinking, I don't know, just brings tears to my eyes thinking of what he's done and what he's doing.
Yes.
Hopefully he's gonna keep him safe. That's all I really.
That's what we hope. I am joined by Nakira and Fabian. So thank you so much for coming today. It's like a pleasure to see you guys here. So tell me, what really made you guys want to come out today and be a part of this Manchester protest?
I saw the information online and I saw what was happening in London and in France, and I wanted to show my support as well for us to come together as a unit.
Yes.
I think education and empowerment for us as an African people and as a diaspora is really, really important.
Yes.
And to support the work of Ibrahim Traoré as well, because us having food sovereignty is the first step of many steps for Africa to really be liberated and free, and as well for the world to have a resource and a space to go back to. You know, there's so many things going on within this narrative, but like my interest area is like GMO and what's happening with NATO.
Oh wow.
So basically, Ibrahim Traoré is not only providing food sovereignty, but he's also advocating for non-GMO seeds in Africa.
Oh wow.
Because when we have non-GMO seeds, we have organic produce.
Of course.
When we have organic produce, we can actually have real seeds, real food. You know?
Okay.
We're able to really liberate ourselves and just rely upon our own resources, and then ask the West to rely on their own resources and treat us equally as equal traders.
I love
which
that.
We're not done for you.
Oh my
The thing is
God.
though, I'll be honest with you, the West haven't really got much to trade off with though. Like, because when Africa takes
Say that part again.
they
Say
haven't
that.
got much to trade off with, because when we take hold of our own resources, like what have you got to offer? Because there's not really, well, places like England, there's not really much natural resources that grow here, if we're being honest. And also what made me come today is because when I seen what Ibrahim Traoré was doing, I was inspired, because for so long we've put puppets in place to keep places like in Africa in a impoverished state. So all the money and all the debt, so they're in debt, but yet all the resources are being taken. Doesn't make any sense.
A word. So first of all, what is it about Captain Ibrahim Traoré that has captivated the whole world? We've had leaders like him before, but why is he different? People all around the world are protesting in support of him. What's different about him?
What's different is he understood the present time. if you notice, everything run through social network in our lifetime.
Yes.
So everybody's on their cell phone, on their TikToks, on their YouTube.
Yes.
So what it did, it combined the virtual world, the technology, with the physical world.
Yes.
So, like the difference between our brothers and sisters in the continent here, you've seen that some of our brothers and sisters here in diaspora, like UK, US, France, we are too comfortable to stay in our sofa, to do revolution in our sofa. Just stay there. Now, Ibrahim Traoré understood that, look, I'm gonna combine the social network with the physical world and the spiritual world, because he understood
that part.
That he can't do this without Thomas Sankara, without our ancestors. And then he understood it's not about me being Muslim, it's about me being a revolutionary to liberate my people.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes we as African, oh, he's Christian on one side, oh, he's Muslim. No matter your faith, we can work together.
Absolutely.
And that's why I was there, I was part of the youth conference that he organized in Burkina Faso.
Amazing.
Then he's got a massive media team.
Wow.
That's why you see, like, although the revolution is happening in Mali and Niger, but he all over the social network, his team says, we're gonna use the same tool as they used to beat us up.
Wow.
We're gonna use the same tool.
That's powerful.
So if they use TikTok, we're gonna use TikTok.
Yes.
If they use YouTube, we're gonna use YouTube.
Yes.
If they use BBC, we're gonna use our own BBC.
Yes.
So if they got their own media, we got our own media.
Absolutely.
So now we are proud to say we got Black Exodus.
Yes.
Our own media. You are our own BBC now. You are our own Fox News now. We don't need to go to BBC anymore. We know through you, through your husband, the information will be out there in Nigeria. The information will be out there in the UK, in London, in Paris. That's why Ibrahim Traoré is different, and we have to salute the young warrior for being as 37, 38 years old, leading a revolution in his own country to say, look, now, European, if you want to exploit our resources, you have to pay for it. Be mindful. All this economy, whether in London, UK, France, depends so much of what's come out of our soil. So, and that's why people have to understand the revolution in Africa also can cause a huge impact to the economy around the world.
Absolutely.
That's why the Chinese are there fighting. Russians out there in the continent. Europeans never left. Now, we are Africans simply saying, give back what you stole.
Absolutely.
Now we want to control our resources.
Yes.
And that's why all these marches are happening in London, Manchester, send a shockwave to the world.
And even to just piggyback off that, not only so they have puppets in place, they have us divided, everything like that, and we're not educated, so we don't understand what's going on, everything's happening underneath the car. So if we're able to liberate ourselves, support each other, and just keep the word alive, because it's not about today coming and protesting and asking, oh yeah, can you get off Africa's back? Like, no, Africa's liberating itself regardless.
And we're not asking no more. Asking days are done. You say, well, you get what I'm saying, and that's what he's showing. We're not asking. And the thing is, the thing is, all it is, what they always do. The fact that they're even having assassination attempts on his life. I feel like all of our people, people like him need to be protected by our people. We all need to protect him. We need to work like ants and protect. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Stop him from getting to him. Simple as that. Because the thing is, we can't afford them to just always take off our leaders, because then what happens, it sends a subconscious message to the youngsters where they shy away from being a leader because they feel like they're going to get killed.
Absolutely.
So we have to show when you're a leader, the community will come out and support and gather around you. and protect you so you can't be touched.
I
Simple
love
as
that. I love
That's
that.
what we need to send.
And what is it about Captain Ibrahim Traoré that has captivated the whole world like this time?
Because
we've had other leaders in the past, but he's different. Why is that? What is
because
it?
what it is, it's been a long time, since we've had a leader in this day and age, where they're willing to stand up to the colonial powers that be. Simple as that. Because everyone else, they want to do bargains, they want to shake hands with him. It's like we need someone who's like, I don't care about what you've got to say. I'm doing my, you know what I mean? I'm doing my thing. You know what I mean? So
also as well, like not only just that, but we have to remember that Ibrahim Traoré is standing on the shoulders of giants as well.
Yes.
Thomas Sankara,
Yes.
Marcus Messiah Garvey,
Yes.
like, you know what I mean? It's years in the making. That's why I'm saying, like, it's not us asking anymore. Like, this is the groundwork is being done, and generations from now will be so thankful for today.
Why have there been 19 assassination attempts? They're so threatened by this man. Why?
To the point, they even pay 5 million to the people around him, because they understood now we can't get rid of him point blank, like they did with Gaddafi. So now they're trying to use people that look like us to do their dirty job.
And it won't happen.
And that's exactly what they've been doing for the longest. They did that with Patrice Lumumba. They did that with Kwame Nkrumah. They did that with so many leaders.
Yes.
They were successful.
With Sankara as well.
Sankara.
Yes.
Now, the game is different.
Yes, very different.
Because we are awakening now. We are saying, no, enough is enough.
Yes.
That's why my last words, my last message to the people, we here in diaspora, we got a massive role to play to the liberation of our people.
Absolutely.
Because we're not even fighting for us no more. We're fighting for our children.
Yes.
I know you got a young daughter, you got a young princess.
And the son.
And the son. I've got my own son.
New prince.
We are fighting for them.
Absolutely.
Not only for us, because we might not even going to see the fruits, but at least we're building the tree.
Absolutely.
For them to then climb and get the fruits.
Absolutely.
That's why thank you so much. We're going to do it again.
Definitely.
We're going to do it again. It's not the last. We're going to do it again.
For sure.
Because Brother Ibrahim Traoré setting a standard of revolution or death.
Wow.
Or revolution or nothing. If one of us die, all of us are perish. If they touch one, they have to touch all of us.
Absolutely.
That's why, thank you so much, my brothers and sisters. In peace, love, and unity, we did it. Here, in this historical building. And we have to remember, in this building here, Kwame Nkrumah was here. Jomo Kenyatta was here. Marcus Messiah Garvey, in this building. And that's why we're standing here today to close our march. It was powerful, brilliant, and love.
It was.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alpha. Thank you.
Africans! 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 Just a quick message for all of us. Brothers and sisters, children of the soil, guardians of the spirit of liberation, I greet you today with the fire of resistance and the hope of renewal in my heart. We stand here today not just to honor one man, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, but to rekindle the torch of Pan-Africanism, a torch that has been carried by the brave souls who came before us, who dared to envision a united, sovereign Africa, free from the shackles of neo-colonialism. Today we pay tribute to Captain Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso, a man who has stepped forward to reclaim the dignity of his people, to say enough is enough, and to remind the world that Africa will no longer be a pawn in the games of imperialism. In his courage, we see the echoes of our fallen heroes and the unyielding will of our ancestors who fought and bled for our liberation. We remember the indomitable Thomas Sankara, whose vision for a self-reliant Burkina Faso was extinguished not by the will of his people, but by the ends of treachery, orchestrated by forces that could not bear to see Africa rise. We honor Patrice Lumumba of Congo, whose dream of unity and prosperity for his people was cut short by the machinations of the West, a symbol of their fear of an Africa standing tall. We recall Kwame Nkrumah, the father of Pan-Africanism, whose dream of a united state of Africa was sabotaged by those who sought to divide us. For they knew that a united Africa would be an unstoppable force. We mourn Amilcar Cabral, Samora Machel, Steve Biko, and Muammar Gaddafi. Each of them struck down because they dared to challenge the global system of exploitation and imperialism. To these matters, we say your dreams did not die with you. The seeds you planted in the fertile soil of our continent continue to sprout in the heart of revolutionaries like Captain Traoré. Today, we face a neo-colonial system that seeks to strip Africa of its wealth, its autonomy, and its future. They exploit our resources, destabilize our government, and pit us against each other, all while cloaking their intentions in the language of aid and development. But we see through their lies. We know that the so-called aid is but a leash designed to keep us dependent, and their development is a facade meant to mask the plunder of our lands. Captain Traoré's defiance is a beacon of hope, a reminder that we can resist, that we can reclaim our destinies. He is showing us that the path to freedom is not through submission, but through unity, self-reliance, and an unbreakable will to fight for what is ours. Let us build an Africa where our children do not grow up as beggars on the land of their ancestors, an Africa where our resources are used to build schools, hospitals, industries, and infrastructure for our people, not shipped abroad to enrich foreign powers. Let us stand together as a continent to reject the exploitation of our people and our lands. The West, the imperialists, and to the architect of neo-colonialism, we say this: your time is over. The era of Africa as your playground is coming to an end. The spirit of Lumumba, Sankara, and Nkrumah lives on, and it will not rest until the continent is free from your grasp. To my fellow Africans, the time for division is over. Our liberation will not come from the north, the west, the east, but it must come from within. Let us reject the borders drawn by colonial hands and embrace the unity that is our strength. Let us educate our children, not only in science and technology, but in the history of our resistance, so they know the sacrifices made for their freedom. Captain Traoré will stand with you. Burkina Faso will stand with you. Africa will stand with you. To all those who dare to resist, who dare to dream, who dare to fight for a liberated Africa, we stand with you. Together, we will build the Africa that our ancestors envisioned, the Africa that our martyrs died for, and the Africa that our children deserve. Long live the spirit of Pan-Africanism, long live the revolution, forward ever, backward never. Africans!
Stand up.